Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Welcome to another edition of March Jag TV. I'm Alec.
And I'm Damien. Let's start off with a fact in honor of Women's History Month.
Throughout Mae Jemison's life, excelling in one area has never been enough. Sure, we know her as the first African-American woman in space, but there's so much more that makes Jemison extraordinary. Mae grew up in Chicago, where like most kids, she dreamed of being a fashion designer, archaeologist, or astronaut. She decided at an early age she would go to space. Astronauts back then were exclusively white and male, but those aboard the USS Enterprise on Star Trek were different, particularly Lieutenant Uhura, and that allowed young Mae to see someone that looked like her in space. Even as a kid, she was extraordinary. She graduated high school at 16 and went to Stanford. She double majored in chemical engineering and African and Afro-American studies. During her junior year, she had to decide if she should be a doctor or a professional dancer, which were both legitimate options for her. She chose medical school and even worked in a Cambodian refugee camp in Thailand. And she didn't just become a doctor. In 1983, she became the Area Peace Corps Medical Officer for Sierra Leone and Liberia in West Africa. She managed all the healthcare for the Peace Corps, wrote manuals for self-care, researched rabies with the CDC, and was in charge of medical care for the US Embassy. And she was 27. After 2 years there, she returned to America and began working as a general practitioner in Los Angeles and took graduate-level engineering classes at the same time. And even then, she was still like, I could do more. So she applied to become an astronaut in 1985 and wasn't deterred when the Challenger exploded the next year. She reapplied and was selected out of 2,000 applicants to train to be an astronaut.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour.
September 12, 1992, Jemison made history when she took off aboard the Endeavour for 8 days in space. As a science mission specialist, her job was to conduct experiments on the crew on motion sickness and bone cells. After her big dream was realized, Jemison decided to take it easy as an environmental studies professor at Dartmouth College, starting an educational nonprofit, a science camp, and serving as principal for 100 Year Starship, an initiative working to travel beyond our solar system in the next 100 years. Oh, and in 1993, she guest starred on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Jemison has gone back and forth on this whole role model thing. She didn't really want to be the poster child for black female astronauts, but she did want young girls, and the old white men that would hire them someday, to see that your race or gender doesn't limit you.
Thanks. Now let's get into our announcements for today.
Are you looking for a summer job? There is a job fair this Saturday from 3 to 5:30 p.m. at Germantown Community Recreation Center.
Are you looking for SSL hours? For an opportunity to earn SSL hours, students can help with the setup for Kingsview Middle School's production of Moana Jr. Students can volunteer for non-dressing room related activities such as concessions, setup, ticket sales, and breakdown. Use the QR code on screen now to sign up.
The Board of Elections, along with our SGA, will be outside the cafeteria at lunch today and Friday to register students to vote and recruit poll workers. Poll workers can make up to $750 or 75 SSL hours. Come stop by to learn more.
And we will be right back after this video. Welcome back. The Gender and Sexuality Alliance will have a lunch meeting in room 231 today, and the next after-school meeting will be Tuesday, March 12th. All identities are welcome.
The Free Store and Key Club are running their book giveaway on March 19th, but first they need donations. Bring books of any genre to the Free Store in room 264 up until March 19th.
If you are interested in taking the Learner's Permit test next Tuesday, make sure to pick up the form in the main office and turn it in by tomorrow, no later than 2:30 p.m.
Are you interested in marine biology? We have a new club for you.
Northwest Marine Biology Club will be having their interest meeting today in room 319 at lunch.
Hope to see you there.
Now let's celebrate our birthdays for today. And with that, we are done with Jag TV for today. Follow us at Northwest Jag TV. I've been Alec.
And I've been Damien. See you tomorrow. Stay golden.